Thank you. Oh, right. Oh, nope. Volume is up. We're good. We're good. Okay. Everyone's good. Everyone's here. We're all set. All right. We go again. Today also marks the first day of the kiddos' spring vacation. But see, here's the thing. Tomorrow, 2 out of 3 of them are out of state. Adios. Dad's gonna miss you. See ya. Bye. I can't miss them if they're not gone, though. You know what I mean? So, then we will just contend with the youngest. We'll see how well that goes. Listen here, little one. Listen here. All right, so we just got into this town. Looks like we have some conversations to converse with. What's this guy making? Holy hell! He got himself some forest bacon. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Yeah, I'll bet you did.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special griddle.
Not his special
Since
griddle.
I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
All right.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
No trouble. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before.
Boars and berries stew.
Next thing I knew, people
Just like
kept
Granny
coming
used
back.
to make.
Guess they like my food. Or the ale.
Bit of both.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and let's say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in the scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
Damn.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Poor dude. I mean, the fact that his name is Mildef, that's probably where it started, but
And grab another panel from the scrounger pile.
we'll be alright. Is there anyone else that we can have conversations with in here? Well, someone's having a good time. Hey, it's Friday. Go on ahead. You know what I mean? Let loose. I mean, it's a little early in the Friday, but hey. Look at this place. Who's this? He's locked. Oh, I can't talk to him. It looks like he makes potions. Okay, I guess we'll come back later. Do. I'm gonna take your stuff. Thank you. Thank you so much. punk. Now we gotta talk to Olvend. The man, the myth, the legend. But first...
The bristlebacks threaten us all.
Oh, drop the act. We all know it was the...
What do you want, Olvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree.
Guy has a very punchable
Face
face.
it. What other choice do you have?
Rakakun.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might
Auspicious.
we discuss a matter of importance to the
Oh
sun?
shit, where's my phone?
We
Uh-oh.
might. Later.
Very well.
God, I gotta find my phone.
I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olvend Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy, and
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
Pretty sure the
How
missus took
noble
my
of
damn
you.
phone. Because I have
Noble.
hers
Bah!
right here.
Born with a hammer in hand,
God
I
damn
was.
it!
Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on
Oh
my
my
own.
eye.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
No more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair enough.
deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osseram laborers of this land who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Of course.
If Chainscrape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osseram folk, of course.
Of course.
You think a Carja can head this
Likes
whole
that word, doesn't
venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People
Sing.
only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone
Loud.
who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so
Sure.
you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, But my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Now that you've recovered from your shock,
did evidently.
time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again.
Uh-huh.
Shouldn't take more than a day
Uh-huh.
or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
Blow
These
it.
are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I
Blow
will.
it.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The bristlebacks are defeated. You,
What?
sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business.
Huzzah!
Yay.
Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah.
That's
there you
more
go.
like it.
All right, there you go.
Woo.
That sounds good.
Ah,
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That was
Don't
that
you
noise.
have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Well, all right. There we go. Now maybe we can go back and talk to that dude with the potions. Merchants are now available. You can purchase new equipment, restock your resources, and sell unneeded items at merchants. Items in the valuables to sell category are always safe to sell. There are many types of merchants: stitchers, hunters, herbalists, and cooks. Okay. Other merchants have their own unique stock. Visit a new merchant whenever you encounter one.
Get the
Sweet.
chain scrapes back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light. Better
Let's
see what
take
that
a
Carja
gander.
magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Oh, no conversations to be had. Got it. Cleanse potion. Potent status removing and defense boosting brew made from plant and animal extract. Noise. Cures all elemental and status effects. Plus 30% elemental defense for 30 seconds. Hello. We have 3 out of 3 on those. We got to increase our potions bag, which is something I didn't think I'd ever say. Can I do that now? Mayhaps. I think I need a workbench to do that. No longer can we just do it from the menu, which is a thing. That was definitely a choice, for sure. For sure. Special gear. Finally finished looting everything
Thank
around my
you for
base.
taking the
Huzzah!
time.
It's a
My
good feeling, isn't it?
condolences that you had
It's a
to
good
endure
feeling.
Ulvund's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse.
Man, that's right. And after
Sounds
that
like he's really
update,
trying
God,
to
that's
put
going to
you
be
over
so
the
much
barrel.
better. I'm so happy they
The
finally did
idea
that. 6
the
years,
Carja
but
purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt. It's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
considerable.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Ossaram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Enclave named
Let
the
me guess.
Shit
Because he
Kickers.
stands to profit somehow?
Sounds reputable.
Exactly.
Trustworthy.
With the Daunt under Ossaram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Carja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Carja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King, even with the valley working again. Ulvund hopes he can stir up enough resentment against the Karja to call for a strike.
And if the Oseram
was
refuse to
quick.
work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere.
I put it together, because when something doesn't make sense, my brain just throws it in a loop until it does, if it ever does. Before the missus left, because I'm like, she never grabs my phone on accident. Like, never. Before she left, they were in a hurry. I won't get into it. She asked our oldest to run upstairs and grab her phone from our bedroom. She grabbed mine. That's how that happened. Okay, moving on.
Been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. No, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
You ass. Seja says, so someone is calling you right now to give you the Publisher's Clearinghouse money. Yes, and I am not there to respond. So hopefully, Aisha picks up. All right, return to the brink. Do we have anyone else to talk to over here? I think we're all talked out. Let me see. No, there's one here. One over here. Yeah, hopefully they just, they email me the check or something. Maybe they fax it to me, something. Maybe via pigeon. Who knows? Something.
Corvin and the others are doing better than
I
I
had
am.
a spear like that, I could have beaten them bristlebacks too.
Hello, hello.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Ulvund keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Ulvund probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
Destroyer? Good to see you,
A
bud.
couple days ago. That's how I heard this
We
blasted
did
lake.
it. We watched both episodes.
Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one.
All I have to say is,
As soon as
holy
the blast
shit.
hit, tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too
It's been
fast.
abused? How so?
And you're afraid Corvin and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Ulvund's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Ulvund that. He brought in all the backing to get him open. On his own.
Oh, that's what you mean by it's been
Fire
abused.
inspector.
Gotcha.
You ask him.
I thought something
He
about
owns
the
us
update
as well.
specifically. There was like an announcement or something, a tweet about how it's available now and free to play, as if it was just made that way yesterday. I'm like, I thought that's been around for a while. Maybe it was just an ad. I don't know. Do. What? The what's the damn game? I can't remember it, of course, but
Who's Corvind?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable.
predecessor, yeah.
But Olvend, his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvend who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long
Oh,
hours
on
and lousy
PC.
conditions.
Okay. PlayStations.
if
Yeah,
the
okay.
online comes
I thought it
unstable,
was always available on PC. My bad.
I'd
my
rather
bad.
suffer Olven's wrath than die buried.
That franchise
in
has gone through so many ups and downs, ins and outs. I just can't keep up. Make up your damn mind. 86 cents. Man, did they refund you? I know you were talking about that. How's Horizon going? It's been great. We've had no crashes. It's looking amazing. It plays great. I'm really happy to have the keyboard and mouse controls for it. Yeah, zero complaints. It's been fantastic. Watching Clone Wars. Hell yeah, dude. Perfect time to do it. God, it's so good. They didn't give you back your 86 cents? Vile, dude. Freaking lawsuit.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, bye. Alrighty.
You.
What? Me? Who? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a shame when I get asked, like, how's the game? And I'm like, it looks gorgeous. It's the best looking PC ever. And then I step out to where there's like that many trees and I turn the camera. I mean, I'm not partnered with, even if I was partnered with Twitch, 8,000 bitrate it will do nothing for vegetation. I was watching somebody play it on YouTube. God, I think he was doing like 24,000 bitrate. 24,000. And at best, I'm stuck at 6,000. So, when people ask and I say it's the best looking game on PC, they're probably like, yeah, it looks fucking great, dude. Anyways. You could have used that 86 cents on something else. Like donating it to Twitch so they could have better bitrate. Am I right? Anyways. Anyways. Want to play it on PC sometime, might wait for sale, don't know. I mean, you know, a smart person would wait for a sale, especially if you'd already gotten it on PS5. So, but I am not the smart person, so full price. But I mean, it came with the DLC. Let's go.
You heard the whistle. Time to go.
Yeah, that's talk about timing.
But
Yeah,
I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
that's pretty good.
I'm off to Baron Lightbodies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
I think not.
You're coming with me then.
Oh, you never played it?
See
It's
you
really
there,
good.
Aloy.
Really, really good. There you go. An excuse to jump back in. It takes full advantage of the PS5 for sure. There are things you can do in the DLC that you couldn't do in the base game because of it, because how the DLC is PS5 exclusive, which is, wow. Never heard of that before.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If
On
I
the
can
whip.
get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence.
You're not really playing unless your PS5 sounds like a jet engine. Fair enough.
Maybe
Fair
I'll
enough.
back up.
I
Guess
got
we
distracted
can
with
head
other stuff,
straight
I guess.
for
That's the
Baron
same
Light.
thing with me and the Resident Evil
Or
4
go and dance some more
DLC.
first,
The
and maybe take
Stranger,
Petra
whatever the hell
on
it's
that
called.
drink.
I don't know what it's called. It's got Ada in it, so I bought it. I played it for like a couple of hours. I just never finished it. There was a bunch of story of my life, a bunch of other releases happening at the same time, and it just fell through the cracks. Separate ways. That's what it is.